Hey everyone, I'm Charlie James with ABC News Digital here at the New York Boat Show in Manhattan. This is the biggest boat show in the country with over 250 small boats, dinghies, wave runners, and yachts for spectators to come and take a look at and potentially buy as well. And we're going to be showing you a few of the biggest yachts available here today for people to see, including the queen of the show, which is just over here. This is the Sea Ray Sundancer 510, the biggest yacht available for viewing at the show. And I'm going to introduce you now to Matthew Barbara from Marine Max. Hello. So, the biggest boat at the show. It'll set you back a cool $1.3 million.
Correct.
So let's show the viewers at home what they can expect to get for a $1.3 million yacht.
Okay, so what you get on this boat, first is we're standing on this platform below us. This thing will submerge down and lower a water toy or a personal watercraft or a boat into the water. So part of the boat includes what we're standing on. It goes down into the water and you easy access one of your water toys to use it. So this boat has, as you can see, no canvas to close the boat up, a big feature. You just slide the door across and it shuts. So the agony of putting up all that canvas and all that hassle is gone. So if we go inside.
And it looks like a great boat for entertaining. So much space here with all of these banquettes to have dinners or drinks or for family or friends.
Yes, and if you can see, also included in the boat is an above sunshade. So if you want to hang out, on a nice day and not really be in the sun, you could. This is a retractable sunshade. So right now you can see it's out, and it's a great area to hang out with all your friends.
So how many people can you comfortably put on this yacht?
I mean, this boat sleeps 6 people. So really between 6 to 8 people is really the comfort. 10 if you want, but there's plenty of room, as you can see back here, to sit 6 to 8. We also have an upper dinette area in the boat, and then above us was a full sky view sunroof.
And it looks like you've got the kitchen staged here for making some martinis.
Well, we have to have a good time if we're going to be boating, right?
And so what are some of the features
so right
here
the
for
upper
like
galley.
cooking?
Okay, the cooking is down, but this is an upper galley that will have an ice maker for customers, all storage for bottles for your bar. And this particular TV will come out and slide out to the back. So if you're hanging out on the outside, you hit the button and it just comes out this way.
Okay, great.
So the other biggest feature about this boat is, as you can see, it has double screen, so all the technology for customers to go out and have a great time is there. You just push button and it tells you where you are and stuff like that. If you can reach over here, you'll see there's a joystick. This is a real new feature for boating the last couple of years that makes it easy for people. By using this joystick, if you push it this way, the whole boat will go sideways. If you turn the knob, it'll just twist, move wherever you want it. You go like this, the boat will go that way. So what it did is it made boating a lot easier for most people.
Yeah, what is the training, or how long would it take someone to learn how to drive a boat like this, to captain a boat like this?
Well, if you're coming from scratch into this boat, it takes a little time. At Marine Max, we provide captains and lessons. But this is a bigger boat. For most people, are coming out of smaller boats into this. So it takes time. You have to learn the waters. It's like there's no lights on the water. It's buoys. So you have to learn navigation. It's a project, but once you're out there having a good time, you'll really enjoy it.
Well, it's a beautiful boat. Thank you for giving us this tour. And let's see if we can show downstairs a little bit.
Yeah, this is the new feature of this boat also. So one of the big features about this boat is this is called a sky flow. As you can see, as you're going down the stairs, instead of look above you having a roof, it's all open. So as you go downstairs, you don't feel like trapped in a basement. You have plenty of air. So down here is a full galley, a salon area with a TV center, and then 2 staterooms, one forward, one aft, both with heads.
So you can easily see from below and above, and it feels like a real open space as well.
In the old boats, this used to be closed. The roof used to be closed. So now, by doing this, you don't feel claustrophobic down here. If you're cooking, preparing, you feel open.
And I must say, this looks nicer than a lot of New York City apartments I've seen. But do people generally live on these boats, or is this a pleasure cruising?
You know what happens with a boat like this? It's really somebody's summer home. So basically, if you keep the boat in Manhattan out east, you're going out for the weekend, and you're spending the weekend, instead of having a house out east or a summer house, you're using your boat as that. It's really a home on the water.
Well, Matthew, thank you so much for giving us a look at the queen of the show here, the Sundancer.
Sea Ray Sundancer.
Sea Ray
Thanks for coming
Sundancer.
aboard.
This is, as I said, is the biggest boat on display here, yacht actually, on display here at the New York Boat Show. And we're going to show you a couple more as well. And you'll see how with boats of this size, there are infinite amounts of customization and different layouts that you can have as well. So none of these boats look exactly the same, and every person who buys one of these boats can actually customize a yacht to look exactly like they would want. So we're going to head down. Oh, excuse me, sir. So we're going to head down and walk to our next yacht. And as I mentioned, we're showing you yachts today, but the boat show here has over 250 different boats, and everything from kayaks to dinghies to, you can see the wave runners here, and smaller boats that specialize in specifically for fishing or water sports. So we're showing you some of these luxury yachts, but if you come down here to the New York Boat Show, there's something for everyone to see. And they're also shiny and new. It's really great to be able to see them all together like this, and also out of the water. So much when you see boats, they're in the water, so you only get to see the top part. But it's really cool to come and see the boats all out of the water like this. You can see the whole thing. So we're taking you to another one of the bigger yachts here. And if you want to come to the New York Yacht Show, the New York Boat Show, it is running through Sunday. Tickets are $16 for adults, and actually, if you wanted to bring your kids, it's a family-friendly show, and kids under 16 are free with an adult. So if you have children who love boats, you can bring them as well for free. So we are now looking at a Formula boat, and we have John Herman. Hello again, sir. How are you? From Formula Boats here, and he is going to tell us more about this model. So what are we seeing here?
This is our Formula 45 yacht. She's 48 feet 2 inches in length with a width of 13 feet 11 inches. She accommodates 6 to sleep overnight, and it's the flagship of our Formula fleet. It's the biggest boat we make.
All right, that's the flagship. And so as you can see from the boat, it's very different layout from the yacht that we saw just a few minutes ago, even down to the lighting scheme. So not all of these boats, not all these yachts are created equal, and it very much depends on your personal taste with what you can get.
That's correct, and these boats are pretty much built to order. You can pick all of your colors, you can pick your interior fabrics, your decor, so you can really personalize it to the point where it's very, very rare that you'd ever see one that looks exactly like yours.
Mm-hmm. And so you were telling me earlier that you can customize even down to the trim.
That's right. You can pick all of your fabrics, you can pick your flooring, your cabinetry, your countertops. It's almost as if you're building a new home.
Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about who would buy this yacht.
Well, in the Formula fleet, we have several models. We have our Sun Sports and bow riders for our day boaters, and then we have our performance cruisers when people start to get into the overnighting and maybe taking trips. And our 45 yacht is the culmination of all of that. If you're a family that likes to get away for a weekend or a week at a time, it's got 3 different zones of heating and air conditioning. It's got 2 heads, separate showers. It's got 2 galleys. So it really is like having a big home on the water. I like to call it a 4-star hotel room that floats.
Nice, I like that. Let's go inside and take a little bit of a closer look at the interior here. Definitely a lot of room for friends and entertaining. And tell us a little bit more about the driving. So on one of these boats, if you buy this, how hard is it to train for this boat?
Formula essentially is a very, very safe boat, but we're very much into making sure that the customer is well acclimated with the boat. So there's a lot of orientation that goes into our deliveries. As you can see, the helm is very well laid out, and we go over all the electronics, the propulsion system on the boat, the fuel system, and how to safely operate the boat.
So you don't just hand someone a boat. You also make sure there's a lot of training that your company also does to make sure that they can properly operate.
That's correct. We do spend a lot of time with the customer before the boat actually splashes, and then a lot of time with them once the boat's in the water. When they leave, they're more than comfortable and ready to operate it.
So for you non-boaters, splashing is when the boat actually goes into the water. I've been learning so much about boating terms today in just my short couple of hours here at the boat show already. But let's take a look inside downstairs as well.
Okay.
And tell us the boating terms for if you're going down below.
We're in the aft cockpit right now, and we're going to go forward into the forward cockpit area. That would be your helm station where you operate the boat, and then we'll go below to the galley and salon area.
Okay, great. And so how many yachts are actually sold at shows like this? Is it quite a few? You're selling directly to consumers at these shows, so it's not, some trade shows are directed more towards retailers. Here you're actually selling directly to the people who buy tickets to come to the show. Correct?
Well, I can't speak for all of the manufacturers, but we do have several dealers here at the show that represent Formula, and it's, as far as numbers and how many we sell, it does vary from year to year. I will tell you that we have had some really great success recently in the fall. We've sold a lot of boats, and it seems to be continuing. We're doing very well right now.
And if you want a boat for this summer, now is the time to buy, though, right? Because it does take some time to get all the customization and everything done.
That's correct. We do have a certain amount of build slots that are available, but once those are filled, it's very, very difficult. Now is absolutely the time to do that. There are some big shows that are upcoming. The Miami International Boat Show is coming, the New England Boat Show up in Boston, Atlantic City, and there are only so many slots available, and once those are filled, the worst thing I have to do is tell somebody that they can't have their boat till July because they waited too long.
Right. So what I'm also interested in is maybe people don't think New York when they think boating. However, this is the biggest show, the biggest boat show in the country, and it's been going on for 111 years. What do you see that people in different areas of the country really like? Is there a Miami aesthetic and a New England aesthetic and a California aesthetic? What do you see that the people who come to the New York Boat Show, what do they really lean towards?
Well, I think what really dictates is the region of the country that you're in. Being in the Northeast, we have a more of a limited boat season, so we're really looking at, even for the hardcore boater, maybe March, April to October, November. Whereas if you're in Florida or the Southeast, you're looking at 12 months a year. So it really depends on. There are people that like to fish, and there are day boaters, and there are overnighters, and there are people who like to cruise, and it's whatever your palate dictates.
Well, great. Thank you so much, John, for giving us a look at Formula boats. And we're going to take you to one more big yacht at the show to give you another look at what some of the options are here. If you're a boat lover of any kind, this is a great place to come and check out new models. And as John said, generally people tend to upgrade and move up in boats. They won't start and go directly to buying a 50-foot yacht. They will generally start with something smaller and move their way up and up and up until they get to that 50-foot yacht. So we're going to take you to one more. And here we have an actual captain, Captain Frank, who is from Staten Island Yacht Sales, who is going to show us the last yacht on our tour. So thank you so much for joining ABC News Digital. Aboard, nice. And so tell us a little bit about the yacht that we're looking at here.
Okay, we're on a 45 Cantius. Sleeps 8. It's like an extended stay for your family, couples. We have a lot of neat features, great technology on the boat that you really have to check out and take a look.
Well, let's start taking a look. So, a great little bar setup here that we haven't seen on the other boats that we've looked at.
Right, and this is our aft galley, if you will. So what you have out here, you have complete space and access to outside while you're still inside, and you're not missing the party. So if you want to entertain guests, they could sit here at the bar, and you could still be entertaining from inside.
This is the biggest kitchen setup, definitely, that we've seen on the different yachts that we've been touring. I especially want to point out this outdoor grill here. You can get the sense of having an outdoor barbecue on the water, which is great. Does this yacht model in particular appeal to people who want to do some more cooking, because you don't always see a full oven on a yacht either?
Right. And it's, like I said, it's for extended stays, extended vacations. If we're going to go out for a week or two, we can. And sometimes they're not going to want to always go out to eat. So what's better than dining on your own yacht and having the full amenities where you can dine on your own yacht?
So let's go a little further in. And this is a sunroof as well, right? So
right,
you can
we have
be
a glass
inside.
skylight up here. Okay, plenty of fresh air and ventilation. I have 2 windows that open up forward here, so I get plenty of air when we're underway. So the boat's really open and airy, and there's a lot of natural light that's let into the boat when you're out at sea.
And so how much would this yacht, if someone's in the market, how much would this go for?
At the show right now, we're at 8 and change for the boat. So if anyone wants to come down, we have great dealer incentives. We, as Staten Island Yacht Sales, have great factory financing options also. It's really a great time to come down to the boat show and check them out.
Great. Let's take a look downstairs as well. Oh, we've got a couple of customers down there now. And you really see all the luxuries of home on these boats. You want flat screen TVs, you want Tempur-Pedic beds. It's all on the boat as well. So you don't have to let any comforts of home go by the wayside just because you're on your second home, which happens to be a boat.
It would be your home away from home. Instead of buying a beach house, you'd buy a boat. And then you go anywhere you want. And if you don't like your neighbors when you pull in, you can pull out and go somewhere else.
And just go somewhere else. So do people tend to, when they buy boats of this size, stay in a general area, or would people be taking these down to Florida or to the Bahamas even?
It all depends on what you want to do and where you want to go, but yes, you would, if you come from up here, if you were to buy the boat, you live up here, you would travel like Long Island Sound, maybe go as far as Massachusetts, and then winter time comes, you could put the boat away for the winter, or this boat has a capability, you could take it down to Florida.
Well, great. Thank you so much for giving us, Captain Frank, a tour of this boat. Really appreciate it. And this is just the first day of the New York Boat Show. It'll be going on again, as I said, until Sunday. So if you want to come down, you still have 4 days to get over here and take a look at all of these beautiful boats. We will be coming again to you to show you some of the new technology that's here at the New York Boat Show that's making it easier to drive boats and safer, and also a cool new water sport that has been invented and boats that are specifically made for that. So stay with us. We'll be back in a little bit with more from the New York Boat Show.